Hello there, and welcome to this lovely little video of me just playing Melusi, because Melusi's OP on Consulate, or at least in these two areas that I'm going to be playing in. And just to let you guys know, I recorded this beforehand, and I'm narrating this afterwards because I wasn't really talking because of game chat and stuff, and you'll hear me in game chat in a little while. But right here I make this hole, and I will tell you guys why that's important. Because right below that I'm going to be putting a Melusi trap. So if you hear the Melusi go off, you go to the hole right there in the wall, you look down below at the staircase right here, and they have to come all the way up to disarm the Melusi trap. So that way they're slowed, they're not really able to move that much, and they're going to get shot at pretty much as long as you hear that Melusi go off. I'm putting that here for because I'm going to be sitting behind that pool table, kind of like hiding, which surprisingly works really well because people don't look there. And this is just like a little checkpoint, which is why I put that there. It also helps me know where somebody is if I ever need to. Because again, I'm just going to be putting all the gadgets right next to me, and it's really OP. And now I'm just going to sit here for a little bit, so I'm going to stop narrating and let you guys watch the video. Alright, so as you can see from right there, I kind of crawled out of cover just to look at the doorway, because the gadget goes off and it can go off while they're behind that doorway and they're not even close, so that I can shotgun them, and you'll see an example of that later on. So that's why I kind of moved just to check where they were, and then I got up and shot them. I would like to take some time to recognize how listening is such a key factor. I mean, it's a key factor in this entire game, but in this Melusi strat specifically, listening is very key because as you can see that ping, it says 17 meters, but a lot of times you don't really read the ping at all, you just kind of look at where it is and presume someone's there. So right here, as you can see, I am the panda and under hiding my little table room, and on the left side is the dot where the Zafia actually was. The ping is somewhere, or well, the ping is right on top of Zafia, but it looks like it's somewhere in between the rooms between me and the Zafia. The square kind of shows where the ping kind of seemed like it would be there, and then it also kind of sounds like the Zafia is right there. But because these two rooms that I am in and where the square is at is connected, the sound travels from there all the way up to where that another little blue square is, all the way to where the Zafia is, because sound on one floor all sounds the same, while sound on another floor, if a person is on a floor above you, it's a deeper sound, while if someone is below you, it's kind of a higher pitch sound, while if they're on the same floor, it just sounds pretty average. But through walls, it's kind of denser. It's very strange how this entire audio works in this game. So let's go ahead and get back to the actual strat video.
Friendly, last operator standing.
And right here was a misplay because the gadget does not go off. I should not have been hasty to try and peek around the corner to kill him, because he could have been behind the table that is in the room to my right. He could have known that I was behind the table that in my room. He could have peeked, he could have shot me as soon as I started kind of moving around. There's no way I would have been able to counter him because I have a shotgun. So that was a misplay on my part. And coming up here is where I desperately had to listen. I was in a 1v1 situation. You hear the ping go off. I look around to figure out where the ping was coming from, and I now have to listen, because if the camera gets shot, I know that he can no longer be pinged. If the camera doesn't get shot, I know he's still over there somewhere, back in that far room as I talked about earlier. and I just need to wait and listen for either a camera crack or for him just to be sprinting towards me like that was right there. This one right here was also a pretty greedy kill, but it also worked out perfectly fine. You can see that I heard the gadget, I ran in there to go kill her, but clearly the Zafia was not close enough because the gadget just went off. Luckily the shotgun has range and it's very effective. Okay, so on to the second match. I immediately come up here and do the old strat of looking above the main entranceway. That way you can just shoot down in there with a shotgun and immediately kill whoever's coming through that way. I'm also going to open up this hatch over here, so in case a teammate needs to get a quick getaway or an attacker ends up falling down through there. I put down the gadget right there so I can hold people while they walk through the main entranceway, so it makes the main entranceway strat a lot easier. I put one down there because it affects people who come out of the window immediately, and it affects people in that hallway adjacent to it. Right there I do the same staircase thing, but that's more of just for me to make sure no one's coming up behind me because you can hear the gadget through a wall. I don't barricade that door, I barricade the next door because I want to have that hatch as a quick getaway in case I ever need it while I'm staying upstairs and watching the main entranceway. So I run over here, and here comes the rest of the match. As you can see, I kind of hide against this corner so that way he can't see me through the window, I can't see him, but if he comes through I can easily shoot him. And that Zafia detonation is the exact reason why I say this game's kind of got a little bit of bad audio. That sound actually came from downstairs because of the hole that I had created, but I thought she might have been on the staircase, maybe somewhere on the windowsill. So that's kind of why I come over here to the staircase to listen for my gadget going off.
Megs!
Op 4 is securing the container. From securing the biohazard container. Op 4 is securing the biohazard container. Intervene immediately. Biohazard container securing paused. Take out the hostiles. Op 4 is securing the biohazard container. 10 seconds to go. Stop the hostiles. Protect the biohazard container. Op 4
So yeah, that's the Melusi strat for Consulate, at least for the top 2 floors. I don't know if I should do a bottom floors or not, but if you guys want me to, I'll try and do the bottom floors as well. Anyways, I kind of messed up right there with the Maverick because it ended up being the Zafia that was breaking through downstairs where the staircase was. That's why I could hear it so clearly when I was sitting behind that counter, and the Maverick had just done a little loop around me as I had done a loop around him. Either way, it was a very good match. I had joined an ongoing match, 0-2. We ended up going 2-2, and right here is me dying when we were 2-2 on attacking, because I'm terrible at attacking. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me if you guys want to know any other shots. Bye.